Pisces, this is your week ahead astrology forecast by Astrology Motivation from Born Without Boundaries. Welcome, guys. I am going to go over with you, every week I go over with you guys, the major planetary aspects and transits for the week and how they impact your natal sun. Now, I know you know your natal sun is in Pisces, and that's most of the lift here. But where it's located in Pisces is also important because it will interact. It will make different angles. Everything in astrology is based on angles. So it will make different angles to the planets that are, between one birthday and another. The angles could be totally different. So it's really important to know where your natal sun is located. You don't have to have your natal chart for this reading. I will give you estimates of sort of like the dates, estimates of the birth date span that it will cover. But the most accurate way is get your natal chart. It's basically where you start when you love astrology, right? You just kind of want to get your natal chart first and start to really dig down into how everything is impacting you. So if you're interested, it's really easy. All you have to do is go to any search engine and just put in free natal chart, and there's so many websites that do it. Like I said, it is free, and you just need your birth date, which you already have, your birth time, and your birth location, like where you were born on this planet. And then pop that information in, and a couple seconds later it'll pop out a full natal chart, and you will know where your natal sun is located. So if your natal sun is located between 0 and 9 degrees Pisces, you are Pisces 1. If your natal sun is located between 10 and 19 degrees Pisces, you are Pisces 2. And if your natal sun is located between 20 and 29 degrees Pisces, you are a Pisces 3. We're going to get into first the big stuff, the stuff that's basically everybody should know about. And then I'm going to focus down into the stuff that in particular Pisces you should always be aware of for this week, week by week, but things that you should always be aware of. And then we'll dig into the natal suns and get really specific to your life and how this week might be impacted. So this week, I have my notes written down, babes, is May 24th to the 30th of 2023. Let's get into it. The big stuff. There's no major transits this week, but there is a major aspect in the sky, and it's been around for a week and a half now, really. So Mars and Pluto are in opposition with each other. Mars is in the first couple of degrees of Leo, and Pluto is 0 degrees Aquarius. So, and it is in retrograde, so it will be retrograding back into Capricorn. It will still be in opposition to the first couple of degrees in Leo, last couple of degrees in Cancer. So Mars is there for the rest of this week. In addition, both Mars and Pluto, who are in opposition to each other, are square to, Jupiter. And Jupiter is not just Jupiter. Jupiter is conjuncting the North Node, which means on the other side, both Pluto and Mars are square to the South Node. So what does this mean? This means big moves forward, but not going back. Like absolute growth and dynamic expansion and change. Jupiter is giving the North Node so much basically energy to just grow. There's no way. It's almost like creating a vacuum, like sucking you through to like make you go into your future, where you're headed. This is future focused energy. So it's not just for you, it is for everybody. I don't want to get into the politics or anything like that or predictions of what this may mean, but what it is a tremendous energy that I call the roto-rooter of astrology. There's no way that anything that is clogged is not going to get vacuumed up, suctioned through, and unclogged. And when it comes to Pluto and opposition to Mars especially, there just seems to be this relentlessness that could even say, if we have to blow up the pipes, we're gonna get that clog out. It's that kind of energy. So just an FYI, this could work out. Listen, it's not that it's bad or good, it's that it's relentless. And when this energy is around, it could also be very ruthless as well. I think it's a blessing because of that, because Jupiter is conjunct the North Node. I really think that this is all about, listen, it's like the most beautiful pull into the direction that we all really need right now. I think it's the universe really helping us out. I like the energy, but it is intense, to say the least. this week, Pluto is also trine to the sun. Pluto is going to be sextile to Neptune for the next, it's till 2035, so a while. And that does impact you guys because Neptune is in Pisces for the next couple of years. And it's so especially Pisces 3s, those of you born at the end of Pisces season, we'll talk about that a little later. Neptune is sextile to your natal sun. And now, I'm sorry. Yeah, Neptune is conjunct your natal sun. So that means your natal suns are also sextile to Pluto. So what does that mean? Exceptional, almost I would say genius like level, inspired, genius like Mozart, not genius like, well, no, Einstein was a Pisces. Yeah, he was. So it's really this sense of creativity that is off the hook, the power of change through being able to create and find your creative energy and your creative spirit, and opportunities will come to you through creativity. Next couple of years, actually 2035, dynamic changes, but through you, through your dream world, dreams as in aspirations and as in creativity, not as in escape or distractions. So that's really actually beautiful energy for you guys. But this week, Pluto is trine the sun, which will impact everybody because that makes everybody extremely focused on transforming their self, their sense of self, and being at harmony and being at peace. It's almost like this metamorphosis moment of, I know that I have to become a butterfly. I can't be a caterpillar anymore. It's a really actually beautiful energy, and we want to grow, we want to expand, and we want to change. There's an intensity to our courage. This is definitely a week where courage is going to be a big deal because Pluto trine the sun is very courageous, and it's a very competent and confident energy about finding the most kind of the most focus and intensity to move your life, change who you are. So, and like, not because who you are is bad, but change as in metamorphosis. It's not just change, like, hey, change your ways, it's metamorphosis. It's becoming that next version, the 2.0 version of yourself. Now let's dig down into what Neptune and Jupiter are doing. Why? Because they're your ruling dignitaries. Yes, you guys have two. It's not just Neptune, because there's no way that Jupiter doesn't still impact you. Remember, when Jupiter was assigned to Pisces, Neptune existed. We just didn't know it existed. So it was always impacting you, and you were always being impacted by both. We can just look more closely at Neptune's impact because we know Neptune exists now. So Jupiter, what's Jupiter doing? From the beginning of this video, remember, Jupiter is in that grand cross with Mars, Pluto, and the South Node. Jupiter's conjunct the North Node. So I think you guys are actually having a big wave of moving forward, and a great deal of like, trust your conviction right now. Trust it because it is pushing you toward that new direction. You are future focused. Use this energy. Love this energy. It will also make you relentless, but I feel like for you guys, the relentlessness is actually going to really help you and really motivate you. These are long-term aspects. Mars, for the rest of this week, is going to be square to Jupiter. This could be major intensity when it comes to seeing how far you can take your body, seeing how far your energy can grow. Energy with this energy could be a little bit out of control, a little bit impulsive. So just watch, thinking that you can do more than you've been trained to do, especially physically, just FYI. And then we have Neptune, which for the next, 12, 15, 13 years is sextile to Pluto. We talked about that. But this week, it's trine to Venus. That's actually a more difficult energy than one would assume because it's very distracting. It's very like La Vie en Rose kind of energy. Very easy to let yourself float away in the romance, float away in romance. It's very creative energy, and it's also very lovely and beautiful and gentle energy. So it is definitely something for you that you'll sort of pick up on those nuances. It could just help you be more optimistic this week, depending on your other placements. So that would be a nice assist. Let's get into the decans. So if your natal sun is between 0 and 9 degrees Pisces, you are a Pisces 1. Birth dates, relative birth dates. These are February Pisces. So usually like the Aquarius, the Aquarius cusp, between, say, the February, what does it start? February, say, 20th and the 30th, February 20th to February 30th. No, there's no February 30th. So 20th to the 29th is sometimes leap year, 28th. So if there's no leap year, maybe March 1st. So say February 20th to March 1st is about Pisces 1, about there, in and around. March 1st, you might go into Pisces 2. So definitely listen to both of them. Long-term aspects that are impacting your natal sun. So Saturn is conjunct your natal suns because Saturn is at 6 degrees Pisces. So this gives a sense of authority to who you are, a sense of solid, like really knowing and being able to settle into who you are and get comfortable with who you are and have people take you seriously. This is a wonderful time and a wonderful, say, year, because it's going to be conjunct your natal suns for about a year, to move forward with what you want to build in your life and what you want people to see you as. It's not about, well, it could be about reputation, but it's not about needing validation. It's just about growing up, maturing, and being taken seriously. Another long-term aspect is this trine to the South Node. Trine to the South Node is actually, I'm comfortable with where I come from, and now Saturn is conjunct my sun, so I can feel confident in who I am. And that's sort of where your authority is coming from. And I actually really like this for you. That's a nice energy. Now, this week, your natal suns are sextile to Jupiter and the North Node, so you are future focused, and there is expansion, fortune, and opportunity coming for you to move forward. And yes, you will initiate this movement, and it'll come through growth and learning by doing and exploring and allowing yourself to get outside of your comfort zone and introduce yourself to other concepts, philosophies, and ideas will really help you to grow. You could be doing some traveling. This week would be a great time for it. This week, your natal suns are square to the current sun, which could create a little bit of stubbornness, a little bit of arrogance, but also maybe some difficulty with confidence. I don't suspect that this will be so intense it will blow you away. I don't think that will happen, but just be aware of that. And then we have this quincunx to Mars, which from my perspective, just sort of watch out with your physical health right now. Don't do anything overly strenuous when it comes to the gym or overly physical. There could just be impulsivity that you're going to have to be aware of, and basically just count to 10 before you take any action, and really try to think about things. Being a little bit more pugilistic, a little bit more argumentative this week, absolutely, all of those things, but you could also focus that energy into helping yourself to propel yourself forward as well. So that's it for you guys for this week. We're going on to Pisces 2. The only real thing that's happening with you guys is a sextile to Mercury. And Mercury is direct now, so this is beautiful. Natal Sun sextile Mercury. Guys, if you're going on interviews, go on interviews. Going on tests, go on take the tests. You want to present something, present it this week. You want to perform in front of people, perform in front of people this week, because you will be so articulate and you'll be able to really organize your thoughts and communicate so effectively and so efficiently that opportunities can open up through these conduits. So this is a really good week to communicate, to show and to share your ideas through writing, through speaking. Communications is really wonderful this week, working out for you. Let's go on to, Pisces 2. So it would probably be like March 1st to March 9th. Or March 2nd to March 10th. The first about 10 days in March would be Pisces 2. That's an estimate, but it's around there. All right, Pisces 3. And you guys would be basically the end of Pisces season. So we'd go from like March 10th or 11th to say the 21st. You're definitely Aries cusps, 100%. Your natal suns are the natal suns that are conjunct to Neptune. That's long term. That's been there with you. I think your minds would be popping off, not just in dreams, but in creativity and really getting your creative nature, and thinking outside of the box isn't even close to what Neptune does. There's no box at all. This is like reinventing the complete box. So there's just like, it's almost transformative energy through the mysteries, through the unknown. Unexpected things, unexpected parts of yourself could be coming to light now. Love them and appreciate them and respect them and honor them because they've always been there. You also have a long-term aspect to Uranus. Your natal suns are sextile to Uranus. This is long-term. So for the next couple of years, this is about being ingenuitive. This is about surprising yourself. This is about definitely thinking outside of the box. Conjunct Neptune and sextile to Uranus. You guys are like, I mean, that's like Einstein level genius. That's like, not that all of you guys will reach that, but it will level up all your potential. Really wanting something outside of the box, wanting something different, finding something that's more appealing or creating something that's more appealing. All of those things for the next couple of years will sort of transform who you are or what you realize that you're capable of. I think you'll be surprising yourself. But this week, your natal suns are trine to Venus. And trine to Venus is a romantic energy that will give you a sense of grace and a sense of beauty without you even trying. It will make you more attractive. It is a great week to do your hair a different way, or rearrange or restyle your house, like work on aesthetics. You'll just have happy luck and fortune with it. Could even be tranquility in your banking account with those dynamics, like paying off those bills or finding out that you don't have to pay one, or finally being able to balance out the checkbook. All of those things, while your natal sun is trine to Venus, enjoy them and luxuriate in them. Very luxurious energy. You could overindulge a little bit on the food and the sugar and the sweets and even the spending, so just watch out for that. But it's not really a red flag because it's just a really enjoyable energy. And yes, it is a great time to date and be extra romantic. I love you guys so much. Please, before you log off, remember to subscribe to the channel to help us grow over here, and give us a thumbs up as well. And come on over to Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Born Without Boundaries Tarot Pisces, because you have your own channel where it's all Pisces focused all the time. I do a weekly tarot card reading for you guys over there, and I hope you come join me. I love you. Bye.